Are either of you guys even sane? Julia? What are you talking about right now? There's no way I'd be able to live with my mother-in-law. So I think you're going to really regret the choice you've made, Paige. Do you know what I'm talking about? People say that the moment you start to have your parents living with you, it's game over. I'm sure there are plenty of people in this world that don't like to live with their parents or their partner's parents, but I don't really mind the idea of it. And up until now, my mother-in-law has been taking very good care of me and my husband. So as a way of showing our appreciation for her, we're having this new house built for all of us to live in. We're not going to regret any of this. We'll have to see about that. And if you have that kind of money to build a place like that, how about you give us some too? You both just love all your money, so that has to mean you guys are taking in all kinds of money from your jobs, right? How about this? You send me $1,000 every month, please. Stop joking around about that stuff. We already sent you some money last month, so you're fine. And if that wasn't enough for you, then maybe you need to get yourself a financial advisor or something. You actually think that money you sent me was enough? I was wanting you guys to give me close to $2,000, yet all you sent me was $1,000. You'd better thank me for letting you get away with that then. I don't have anything to really say about what happened then, Julia. How about you have a word with my husband since he was in control of the amount of money we gave you? I can go talk with him. My little brother always listens to anything I have to say. By the way, how have things been going with Ben? Huh? Ben? Why are you worried about my little boy right now, Paige? Because the last time I had met with him, he didn't seem to be doing all too well. Have you been making sure to feed him enough? He's a little kid still and has a lot of growing to do, which means he's going to need as much food as you can give to him. Shut up, Paige. He has nothing to do with you. Are you done now? I want that $1,000 into my account by the beginning of next week. Congratulations on getting the brand new house all built. Thank you very much. I had some stuff to talk with my mom about a little bit ago, so I came over to visit. And I have to say, you guys really did have a large and beautiful home built for yourselves. The place is pretty massive, and the kitchen seems to be where you guys spend most of your money on the house. I am very jealous of what you guys made. So why are you wanting to talk with me now? Did you just want to say congrats on us getting our new house? Because I have a pretty good feeling that that's not all you have to say to me today. You seem to know me better than I thought you did. To tell you the truth, when I was over there today having a look around the new house with my mom, I became very jealous of the place. It's not like you and my brother are going to have any kids yet, right? I happen to have Ben right now, and he is still so young and requires a lot of my attention. And having to take care of him in my tiny apartment is way too difficult of a task for me to always manage. So I started to think to myself that we'd come and live at that house. What exactly do you mean by that? I'm telling you to get the hell out of that house. Can't you see that's what I'm saying? I heard from Mom that the owner of that house is my dad, which means that I can have you kicked out of there, and that won't be a problem for any of us. There is still the loan on this house, though. If we're to leave this house like you've asked, will you be able to take care of it all by yourself? A loan, huh? I heard that all you have left to pay is another $80. All I have to do is not pay my rent next month and end my time here. And I can use that money to pay the loan off and have enough to get myself some amazing furniture that suits me. Although I'm pretty sure that my mom and dad will pay that $80, so I don't need to worry one bit. Understood then. If that's how confident you really feel about things, then your brother and I will go. I can't believe you're not even trying to fight back. I'll go ahead and let my parents know for you both that I am moving in there with Ben and taking your place. However, it might be better that I say you both left without saying anything to them and come save the day by living with them instead. I'm still with my mom, so I can tell her all about that right now. And once we are out of this house, you have to make sure to pay off the remaining $8,000 of the loan. What? $8,000? I think you added 2 extra zeros there, you idiot. You really think I'd move in there if there was still $8,000 that needed to be paid off? The thing is, though, I'm not mistaken. Oh, come on now, Paige. That is way too high of a number compared to what my mom told me. You can give up trying to shock me into leaving you guys alone now because it's not working on me. I've already told you both to get out of that house, so get whatever things you have to take and leave. Hey, John. Just a second ago, I got a few texts from your sister.
From Julia? And what the heck does she want with us this time? Is this another one of her plans to try and get more money from us or something?
Well, this time it's not about money going to her particularly.
So?
She told me that she'd be moving into the brand new house we just had built and will be coming with Ben. So she's told me that you and I have to leave now.
Really? There's no way my sister is going to be able to pay off the remaining loan on the house. So what does she think she's talking about? Did you tell her how much is remaining to be paid?
I told her the amount, but she didn't believe me. She also said that she's going to tell your parents that we're leaving and that she's going to be moving in with them instead.
I see. So she's still having those same old issues like before. Only thinking about herself in every situation and thinking that things are far better than they really are. And since both my mom and dad are very gullible, they are bound to believe every word that comes out of her mouth.
But that was something that really helped you and I out in the past. It was because your parents are so open to what people say and will listen that they were able to help us out.
I'm aware of that, Paige.
But Julia's already told your mom that we're leaving, most likely.
You don't really have to worry about them. You and I have a life of our own together now, so there are other places we can go live. It's not like I really like the plans that were made for that house anyway. So let's do as Julia has said and get out. I'm sure she'll have a blast not being able to pay off the rest of that loan as well.
All right. When I get home from work today, I'll get my things together and then start to work on yours.
I'll try to get out of work early today and come home to help you as soon as I can. But man, how many times is it going to be for Julia before she realizes that she no longer needs to come and steal our things? Sorry that she's always been such a pain in our asses.
You don't have to apologize about it, since it seems as though you take most of the damage from her. So don't worry about me. This house you guys had built for us is freaking amazing. All of the rooms here are so open, and the bathroom is like something from a resort. This whole house is way better than all the places I've had to live before. Thank you so much for this perfect home. So things are going all right for you there? What? You don't seem to be in too high of spirits right now. Could it be because of all the times I've taken things from you and now you've even lost your brand new home? That's too bad. Because you're not getting anything back from me. My mom and dad haven't said anything outright about this, but I can tell they are far happier having someone in the house who has a kid rather than 2 useless adults. Your mom and dad aren't those kinds of people. Remember that no matter how much you whine about things, you're always going to stay a loser. But there is one thing that you guys have won at, and that's making all that money in order to take care of me. You're both like my ATMs, and my goodness, is it great getting everything I want. Would you cut all that talking out? You know better than anyone else that John and I have been sending you more than you've deserved in money. And you've never even thanked us for any of that, only coming back to ask us for more and more. Both of us have only been sending you the money because we're worried about Ben, but we will not sit around and do everything you say anymore. Do you even know how much money the two of us have sent you thus far? I've never even bothered to care about the combined amount of money you both send me. It's been about $20,000 now, all right? Do you seriously just think of us two as your ATMs? Well, if you're not my ATMs, then I guess I think of both of you as servants or even my slaves. Anyway, I have the perfect way of describing you both, and that is as my right and left legs. So you feel as though you're royalty or something? Understood. I was thinking of still sending you guys some money from now on, since you have your mom and dad living with you as well now. But that's not happening after hearing how you think of us. We don't need any of your money. All we have to pay off is another $80, and then this house is ours for good. Easy. You think so? Then I'm really looking forward to hearing about next month from you. Stop acting like such a sore loser, please. Hey, you! You both set me up or something. I just got a notice in the mail for a foreclosure. What the hell is happening over here? I already went to Dad and handed him the $80 that he needed for the rest of the house, but things felt off between him and I. So I then went and had a look at his bank account to see why he was so upset, and there I saw that all the previous payments on the house were made by you sending him $7,920? I didn't know that there was still another $8,000 that needed to be paid. I'm going to sue both of you for scamming me. Are you having trouble understanding things there? I already told you the correct amount a little over a month ago of how much still needed to be paid. Yet for some reason you just led yourself to keep believing that all you had to pay was $80 and not a single cent more. So that is all on you for misunderstanding. I never misunderstood anything. I was told by Mom and Dad that they were paying $80 a month for the past few years now while that house was being built. They weren't lying. John and I told them all they had to pay us was $80 a month and that we'd be handling the rest. Huh? We were finally being able to build and live in our own house. And that even gave John and I the chance to design how we wanted some of the interior to be, although your parents both had a say in some of it as well. Your mom even told us to get whatever furniture and appliances we wanted in the house, and so that's what we did. How does that have anything to do with me right now? We were given the chance to do pretty much whatever we wanted with the house and the furnishings, so as a way of saying thank you, we only asked that your parents pay $80 a month. Originally, that house was made for your mom and dad to be living in, so we didn't want them paying a dime for it. But no matter how many times we told them they didn't have to help pay, they kept on pushing. So we settled on them giving us $80 a month to go towards paying off the loan. I don't think either of them ever said that the remaining value that needed to be paid off was $80. What was that? By the way, why would we ever leave $80 remaining that needed to be paid off for the following month? If we had really been in such financial trouble to where we couldn't just pay that little bit extra off last month, then we wouldn't have had that house built in the first place. But what you're saying is that you've had to pay $8,000 a month on that place? We thought it would be best to pay off that loan as soon as we could. Both John and I know a thing or two about paying off large loans, and it's best to take care of them before too much time goes by. So don't you start complaining to us about how much we've been paying. If something like that was really a thing, then you should have told me that before. You both really did set me up to fail here. As a way of getting a settlement from you, I want you to pay off the rest of this loan. I really have no idea what you're talking about. Why would we ever pay off the rest of a loan on a house we're not even living in? You think that you can really say something like that? If we end up having to lose this house to the bank, then your favorite mother and father-in-law will both be forced to go and live on the streets. If they really do have to leave that house, then we'll just have them come and live with us at our new house. Huh? John and I bought ourselves a condo a while back as a minor investment. The last person who we were renting it out to had moved out, so there was nobody in it, which made it the perfect place for us to move into. You think you can just start acting all high and mighty now just because you had one backup plan that worked out for you? Did you get that condo out of spite because the rest of us have no money? Do you really think John and I are that pathetic? Anyway, we're not going to help you pay off the loan on a place in which neither of us are currently living. You figure out how to pay off the remaining $7,920 by yourself now. You scammers! John! Whatever happened to you putting a damn leash on your wife? Go and take care of her right now for what she's been doing. She needs to be taught a lesson for fighting back against me.
Don't talk about my wife like that.
I was thinking that Paige was a lot weaker than you in terms of your spirit and would be able to manage her myself. But I can't take her anymore, so I'll have to talk with you now. From now on, I want you to pay off that remaining $8,000.
But aren't you to blame for all that's happened here in the first place, Julia?
And what do you think you're doing talking back to me like that?
Would you just shut the hell up for 2 seconds and listen? For the longest time now, I've had to struggle through all the BS you've brought into this family and into my life. You are too old now to still be acting like a child, so cut it out.
What do you mean, cut it out? Everyone in this world knows that when it comes to an older sister and a younger brother, the younger brother's things always belong to his older sister.
Well, I don't know about that, and everyone I know doesn't know a thing like that either. I am not your servant, nor am I your underling. Yet somehow, no matter how hard I tried to stay out of all your trouble, you would come and fight me for not listening to you. And that's not the only thing you'd do. There are so many things of mine that you've stolen from Paige and I. You've took things like stationery goods from me back in school. And then you started to take money from Paige and I, and then clothing from her. You've even taken things like my debit and credit cards to either take out money yourself or buy things on my card. Because of all of that continuing to happen over and over again, all my life, I have come to always think that when something of mine goes missing, it's because you've come and stole it from me. And any time I tried to tell Mom about it, you'd throw an even worse fit. Every time I think back on the days before I was able to leave the house and had to always deal with you on my own, I want to vomit.
What the heck? Are you upset about me wanting all kinds of things from you? Had you just been nice and given me those things I asked for, I would have never had to steal anything from you.
You said that in the past to me as well, and that was all one massive lie. When I started to give you money each month so that you'd stop bothering me all the time, you would still come over and take money from my wallet or Paige's purse. I have been at my limits with you for a while now, Julia. And what you've done this last time has set me over the edge. So I'm going to have a word with Mom and Dad about all you've been doing. I've heard that you lied to them already about why we both ended up leaving that house.
You are not some child anymore, so you shouldn't be getting so ticked off by things like lies anymore. Hell, I'm not going to get upset with you right now over you back-talking me like that. Go ahead and tell them what you have to say about me.
I see. If you really don't mind what all I plan to do, then I'll stop caring about what this will all do to you. I just talked with Dad a second ago, and he said that him and Mom will be cutting ties to you now. But there's no problem with that, right? After all, you did just say that you don't mind what I do.
What? You're joking with me about that, right?
Why would I be lying to you about things now? Dad just said to me that by next week, you need to be out of that house. So I hope you know some good connections for housing, because you need to start looking now.
Hold on a second. I still have Ben living over at this house. He's not even in elementary school yet, and you're going to have us kicked out now?
Hold on. Dad never said anything about Ben being kicked out of that house. Just you. Paige and I will be taking care of Ben from now on.
Are you freaking kidding me? You can't just steal my little boy from me.
Who the hell do you think is really kidding around right now? You have a freaking toddler, yet you continue to act like more of a child than him by doing the most stupid things. I think today you're going to hear some things from Mom and Dad that you're not going to like at all. Go and get your things together, because I'm guessing they will want you out of that house sooner rather than later.
Crap. You are all so freaking useless to me. All of this is your freaking fault. You lied to us all now, haven't you? Both of my parents are going to be cutting ties to me, and they will be taking my little boy away from me. I will have nothing now because of you. You're a monster in human form. If this all ends up ruining my life, I'm going to come for you and make sure your life becomes just as screwed up as mine. And if I end up dying because of all this, then I'm going to write down in my final note to everyone that it was you and John that got me killed. You can go ahead and write that note, but I'm not too sure who all is going to be trusting what you say after you're gone. By the way, things have come all this way, and yet you keep saying that this is all my fault and that you hate me. Is there not a feeling of sorrow for what you've done inside that very small and corrupted heart of yours? Not even an atom of sorrow. And that's because I did nothing wrong here. All I was doing was telling you guys that my things were in fact mine. How was me taking ownership of what was all mine a problem for anyone? Nothing was wrong with that. That house was mostly paid for and constructed with the hopes that John and myself, along with your mom and dad, would be able to move into there and live happy lives together. There was not a single thing about that house that had anything to do with you guys. And what I'm saying is that your guys' things are my things. What about that do you not understand? Would you stop talking about how our things are all yours? Do you have any freaking idea how much money we already have given to you and how much we had to put into that house? At first you were saying you'd at least pay us back someday, yet it's been so many years now and there hasn't been a single penny from you yet. And things only become worse after you heard about John and I starting up a decent business together. You would ask for more and more from us and we'd give it to you because we thought you were at least putting it towards food and Ben, but no. You'd been using all that money to gamble, and you would gamble to your heart's content with that money. And from what else I've heard, you were kicked out of your last apartment because you didn't have the money to pay rent anymore. And that was your 6th month in a row of not paying. That's why you came and took our house from us that we had only just moved into. And since then, you've just been going on and on about how you think you deserve everything and that you've been played by John and I. That's all been the last straw for me. At least your mom and dad still care about us and have been trying to help however they can. So would you please just screw off already, because we are trying to enjoy our own lives here. Don't start talking trash about me over there. All I've been doing is living my life, doing the things I have the right to do. Oh, whatever. I'm done talking with you about that. All I have to tell you about is that once we get a hold of Ben, John and I are planning on adopting him. Huh? Why do you think you both can do that? We haven't been able to see him for a month now, and so I've been worried out of my mind about how he's doing. Julia, you've been abusing your son, haven't you? What did you just say to me? Don't even think that playing stupid right now is going to save you. There's already evidence pointing to you abusing your son, so it's over. Your mom even went and took Ben to the doctors when you weren't watching and got a full medical examination done on him. she had him get examined? Now, why would she go all the way out of her way to do that? I get that the kid gets himself into trouble a lot and ends up hurt because of it, but that's just the kind of kid that he is. He has so much energy that he can't control himself sometimes and will run into furniture and the wall sometimes. So don't you dare start saying that I'm abusing him, because I would never do that to a little kid. The doctor told your mom that the injuries he had, like the bruising and such, couldn't have come from just running into things. So stop it with the petty excuses and confess. We know about all the scars he has under his clothing that most people can't normally see. And that's exactly what you've been wanting, right? For none of us to see what you've been doing to him. You are screwed in the head, you monster. You're going to prison for what you've done. Huh? And what makes you think that I'll have to go to prison? Also, Mom had been listening to you guys. She could hear on some nights Ben crying a lot more loudly and with a lot more pain in his voice than normal. You've all been living together, so she could hear all his screams better than anyone else. I hope you're ready for what comes next, you bitch. You're going to court, and then you're going to prison. You're going to take me to court? What? For what? For abusing your child. What else would we be taking you there for? We have all the evidence we need of it, and our lawyers have even stated that it will be near impossible for you to get out of this one. And just to let you know, unlike all the baseless threats you make, this one is very much real. No way, stop all of that. If you really do end up getting the police involved, I'm going to be put away forever. Then what's going to happen to my life? I'll end up dying there. Please do not take me to court and do not tell the police about any of this. I'm not going to stop. We need to make sure monsters like you are put in your cages and placed far away from the rest of us who are just trying to be happy. Paige, please. I will do whatever you ask me to, so please just don't take me to court over this. If I'm taken to court and then sent to prison, that would mean there's a felon in this family, right? You wouldn't want to be related to someone like that, right? So please. I'm cutting ties to you, so I don't care that you get sent to prison. Now it's only going to be a matter of time before the police arrive there to place you under arrest. So get all your things packed up, please, in order to make it easier for the rest of us to pick them up and toss them in the dumpster. Paige! Just a minute ago, I got a call from your mom saying that the police came and arrested your sister.
Is that right? I guess I can let out a small sigh of relief now.
I think tomorrow we should go out with our lawyer and start doing the necessary paperwork to take custody of Ben.
Good idea. I'll give the lawyer a call and get to work on setting the date up at the courthouse.
I know that there have been plenty of times before that we've seen your sister lose her mind and doing the most ridiculous things. But this time, learning about what she's been doing with our money and then with Ben, I can't believe she's gotten this bad, which only goes to show there was never any helping her. John, I'm sure you're relieved to see her go.
This time, even my parents were able to see just how rotten she is at her roots, which means my whole family will now be cutting ties to her, thankfully.
And I'm sure both of your parents, as well as Ben, will be happy to have her out of their lives now for good. I think her arrest is the best thing that's happened in a long, long time.
Make sure to talk with my parents about all of that later. I'm sure they'll be happy to hear just how horrible of a person my sister really is.
That's a good point. I guess before we move back to that house, I'll let your parents know everything. John and his family, along with myself, all collected a lot of evidence of the child abuse that Julia's been doing and took her to court over what we'd found with the help of 3 lawyers. And once the case had been finished and there was nothing that Julia could say against the evidence, she was booked at the state penitentiary and will be there for 35 years. We were also able to get $20,000 from her for all the things she had stolen from us. And since we had an IOU of all the money we lent her, which she signed, we got all that money back as well. We also found out that she had borrowed money from plenty of other people in places too, which meant she was in some extreme debt. Of course, after paying John and I the money we'd been able to ask her for, she had nothing else and was taken away to enjoy the next 35 years of her life in a dark and cold cell. And if she's able to make it out of that prison in 35 years, she's still going to have to deal with that debt. So I think we can all agree that her life of freedom and happiness is over with. As for my husband and I, we've been getting our lives back on track, and so far things have been going just fine. Originally, John and I had not been having any luck in making a baby of our own, so by having Ben in our care now, it's like I got to skip the pain of childbirth and have gone straight to the fun part of raising a child. Recently, Ben has started to tell me that he would like a sister, but that might have to wait a year or so, until John and I have figured things out. I know that kids will always say what's on their mind, even if they don't really mean it, but Ben might be onto something when he says he wants another kid to play with at home. At the very least, if things don't work out for John and I naturally, we can always adopt another baby, but then we might call it a day there.
Hey, Laura, are you there? I just wanted to remind you that we are going to get married tomorrow. You do know that, don't you? So anyways, I just wanted to take this opportunity to say that since you and I are about to be marrying each other, I really think that you should give me just a bit more money every single month. I mean, I know that you're already giving me a bit of money for the time being, but it's never enough. I always end up spending it all, and so I need more.
But Dale, I think that I'm already giving you a lot of money at this point, aren't I? I mean, just why is it that you need so much money from me anyways? If you really are needing a bit more cash, then why don't you go start working a part-time job or something like that? After all, it isn't like you don't have enough time to work. I know your schedule, and you could certainly manage it, I'd assume.
Excuse me? You're telling me that I should go out and find a job? Are you kidding me? I'll have you know that I already work hard right now, thank you very much.
Dale, please, you and I both know that when you tell me that you're going to work, all that really means is that you're going to the casino. I just wish that you could find a normal job with a consistent salary. I think you would enjoy that a lot more than winning and losing all day on cards.
You have no idea how it is to do what I do. Well, excuse me if I don't earn enough money for playing cards to make you happy, Laura. But it's not like I'm not doing other work around the house. Aren't I taking care of basically everything around here? I do all the cleaning, I do all the vacuuming, I cook all the food. You basically have a house husband, and yet you don't seem grateful for all that work.
That's not true. I really am grateful for all that you do, and I really appreciate all that you do around the house for us.
Well, if you were really appreciative of what I do for us around here, then maybe you should start to pay me for all the work that I do. Either way, I need more money, and I need it now.
Dale, I really respect where you're coming from, and I can understand wanting to get paid for the work that you're doing. But let's not forget that I am the one paying for so much of what we already have. I mean, take food, for example. Not only do I buy all the groceries that you use to cook, but you don't even cook every day. In fact, I would say that most nights we end up ordering out instead, and that I always end up paying for it. As for the cleaning, well, I think that we can both say you don't always do the best job, and, well, you could be a little more careful the next time you clean.
I really can't believe that you're complaining to me about these things right now. I mean, you really don't know how lucky you have it. Do you have any idea just how grateful you should be that someone like me is with you? A person in a wheelchair? You have no idea how difficult that makes things for me. So I really don't understand where you get off trying to ask me to do even more for you than I'm already doing.
But it's not like I'm asking you to do anything for free. After all, I'm literally paying you $1,000 a month for all that you do for me. But all you do is spend that money on booze and gambling, and then you come back to me and say I don't give you enough. Not only that, but when you are home, all you do is eat snacks and watch TV. Don't you think there's more to life that you could be doing?
You have no idea what you're talking about, and I am not going to let you try and tell me how to live. Do you understand me? Besides, are you always at home to be watching what it is that I do? You can't say for sure that all I do is eat and watch TV. Do you even like me, Laura?
Of course I like you, Dale, but I know that you could be doing more than this, and I just want what's best for you.
You're telling me that I should learn to stand on my own two legs while you're stuck in a chair? Give me a break. You do realize that even when we go out, I'm still always watching out for you, don't you? You have no idea what it's like to be dating someone in a wheelchair when you're the normal person. You don't know what it is that I have to go through.
Dale, I'm not trying to say that this has been easy on you, okay?
Well, then why are you always acting this way towards me? Why are you being so selfish? Don't you get that you have a normal person like me helping out someone like you? I think I've already gone above and beyond what anyone else would expect of me. I wouldn't have any of these problems if I was dating another normal person.
Dale, why are you talking like this? Are you telling me that you regret getting engaged to me? Why wait until now to tell me about all of this? I'm sorry, Dale, but I think I'm going to need some time to think.
Wait, no, that's not what I was saying at all. I wasn't saying that I don't want to marry you. I just want you to think about how I feel a little more.
Tell me, Dale, just what kinds of people have you dated before me? Have they all been normal people, as you like to call them?
No, that isn't true. There was one girl I was dating and she was deaf, so what do you think of that?
Oh, really? You were dating a deaf girl? Didn't know that. And just what was the reason for your breaking up?
You think I remember why I broke up with some ex from so long ago? Come on. Why are you even bringing up old relationships of mine? Look, I think that we're getting away from the whole point of why I started this conversation from you. I need more money from you. Do you understand?
You know, I've been pretending not to notice this whole time, but you've already been getting extra money from me. The money that I forget on my desk when I go out, the money that I actually put in my desk. I know that you've taken that money and pocketed it for yourself. In fact, I'm pretty sure that you've even started taking money right from my wallet as well.
Oh, I see. So you finally noticed what I've been doing this whole time, is that right? Well, I hope that you understand that you're at fault for that. When I need money and you don't give it to me, what am I supposed to do? Besides, it's not my fault if you're always dropping money everywhere and forgetting all about it. Would you rather the money just got lost and never used?
Except that I don't drop money everywhere like you're saying, Dale. I put money down to be used for later. And I'll have you know that I really don't appreciate you snooping through my things looking for spare cash to take for yourself.
Okay. I guess I can try and stop doing that from here on out. But after all, it's not like you don't have savings of your own, right?
Savings? And just why do you want to know about how much money I have saved away?
Well, I mean, we're about to get married, aren't we? I think it's only natural that I want to make sure that my wife has some money put away. So I was just checking to make sure that you did. By the way, would you mind telling me where you stashed it all? After all, if I'm going to be living off of you, I should know where to go for my money.
So you finally just come out and say it. Your whole plan is just to live off of me and my savings? Don't tell me that you were doubting me about how much money I might have.
No, of course not. I really was just checking to make sure that you did have more money. After all, when you and I are married, your money is also going to be my money. Isn't that right? So I just figured that we should have the money talk now, and you could tell me how to access your savings. Wouldn't you agree with me?
I understand what you're saying, but the thing is that we're not married yet. And even when we do get married, my own savings would still be my money.
Oh, come on, Laura. You're not actually going to be all cheap like that, are you? I really don't know if we can get married if you're going to act this way. I just want to make sure that you have the money that I assume that you do. Can't you just show me that you have it?
Okay, fine. If you really want to know how much money I have in my savings account, it's sitting at about $800,000.
I see. And this is all in a safe or something? If it's in a safe, can you tell me the combination? Or is this all in a bank account? If so, where's the card for it? And what's the PIN number?
And if you want to go to the bank to access it, you can use the code. And if you take my card, the PIN for it is...
Amazing. I feel so much better now that we've been able to talk about all this. Thanks for understanding, Laura.
I knew that he was up to no good. I just knew that I couldn't trust him one bit. And it's just like I feared. Today he was asking about how much money I have. And since we're getting married tomorrow, I bet he was just waiting this whole time to ask me about that. Oh no, it really is just like you were worrying about, isn't it? Are you okay? I mean, I would have been feeling depressed after that. If you need anyone, just know that I'm here for you, okay? I don't know what I would do if I found out that my fiancé was this kind of person. Oh, Audrey, thank you so much for worrying about me, but I really do think that I'm going to be okay. But it really does mean so much that you want to be there for me. I'll be honest, though. I've thought that this was the case for a while, and I guess I've prepared myself for it. Anyways, it's been a long, long time since I ever really felt like Dale might be the one for me. Wow, you really seem to have much better perspective on this than I might be able to. But if you think that you're going to be okay, then that's all that really matters to me. After all, I know that when you're ready to cut a man out of your life, that you get all business about it. You act as if you've suddenly found a strange bug on your shirt and flick it off. Well, I just didn't think that I would have to be doing something like that with Dale, of all people. But then again, I guess I've never really had all that much luck with guys anyway. Sure, maybe you've dated some not great people in the past, but it sounds to me like Dale really takes the cake for being a total jerk. I don't really think that you could ever do worse than him. But I guess Dale also hasn't realized that he would need to do more work to hold on to you, isn't that right? I really don't know about that, but either way now, I'll have to think about what I want to do about this. Well, what I don't understand is why Dale would try and act like this when he's already admitted that he's just going to live off of your money anyway. I mean, he literally said that to you, right? Doesn't he realize that's like leaving a big smoking gun for you to use how you want? Yeah, I think there are a few ways that I could go about handling this, but the thing is that even though Dale has said that, he still hasn't taken action to really make his motives known. I'm just waiting for him to slip up in a big way before I finally make my move against him. Well, I guess it's a good thing that you're being so meticulous about that. That's actually what I really admire about you. Once you set your mind on something, it's tough to get you off of it until it's dealt with. You like that about me? I feel like I know quite a few people who dislike me for that exact reason. But I'm glad that I have a friend like you to talk to about these sorts of things. Whatever happens, though, be ready for a show tomorrow.
Oh, wow. I was hoping that you were going to give me just a little bit more money, but this is way more than even I was expecting to get from you. Guess it really does pay off to be dating such a stupid girl in a wheelchair. Anyways, thanks for the money. Have a nice life, you loser.
Wait, what? Dale, I don't understand. What do you mean by that? Where are you right now? You know that we're engaged to be married, don't you?
You mean you still think that you and I are going to be getting married? Don't you get it? I tricked you. Of course we're not getting married. The whole reason I was putting up this act this whole time was also that I could get you to tell me how to access your money.
Wait, so then you're telling me that you don't want to get married to me at all?
Of course I don't want to get married to an ugly little cripple like you. I was only using you to get into that safe that you gave me the combination for.
You mean that you went to my safe and you're going to open it?
That's right. I'm actually just about to open the door and see all of your money that's waiting for me to take it. Oh, man, this was so easy.
Yeah, well, you have my condolences. I wish you the best, though.
Condolences? What in the world are you talking about? If anything, I should be saying that to you. Don't you realize I'm about to rob you blind?
How about you finish opening the safe and then finish all your gloating, okay?
Wait, what? What the heck is going on here? Is this supposed to be some kind of joke or something? The only thing in the safe are some rotting vegetables.
Yep, that sounds about right. I made sure to pack the safe full of vegetables, and I suppose they would have started to rot by now. But tell me, did you like the little surprise that I left in there for you now that you've seen it?
Surprise? You mean to tell me that you knew that in this safe there would only be smelly old vegetables? What's the matter with you? Where's my money?
Oh, you mean my money? Because I don't think that you have money, considering the fact that you don't even work. So I don't really know why you thought you were so entitled to my money when you hardly do anything to earn that either.
Shut up! I'm not in the mood for these little games of yours. You just tell me where you put your money right this instant.
Oh, actually, the debit card for that account may still be in there in the safe if you just dig around with your hands for a little bit. Although I'm pretty sure it's buried quite deep down there, so you'll have to do quite a bit of digging.
I can't believe that you're actually making me do this. This is just disgusting. What kind of sick person are you? I can't find it. I thought you said that it was in here. Where's the card? I can't find it anywhere amongst all these vegetables.
Oops, well, I guess I lied to you. Of course I wouldn't leave my bank card in with all of those rotten vegetables. That would be just disgusting. But did you actually think that I left the card in there for you? Were you about elbow deep into the rotting spinach before you realized there was nothing in there? Oh man, I wish that I could have been there to see that. That sounds absolutely hysterical.
You lied to me about that card? I can't believe you. You really have a screw loose if you think it's okay to be treating people like this.
Do you really think that you're in any position to be saying that to me? You just said that you started a fake relationship and even got engaged to me, all so that you could try and steal my money. So how about I ask you just what you think you're doing? Because this is a pretty bad way to start a marriage, you know?
This isn't a joke, Laura. Did you really actually think that I was going to marry a crippled little loser like you? I won't let you get away with this.
You really are just such a piece of trash. Do you even realize that, Dale? And as for not getting away with this, trust me, the feeling is more than mutual. Although I must say that I don't think I've ever been through something quite like this.
You've ruined everything. You've made all the time that we spent together mean nothing now. I'm just so disappointed in you. But the games are over, so give me all your money now.
Do you really think that I'm just going to follow through with that because you told me to? You really need to wake up if you think that this is how the world works. I mean, you lied to me and you think that I'm still going to give you money after this?
You have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, you haven't stopped to consider how I feel about all of this. Here I was thinking that I was going to get a ton of money, and now I've got nothing.
Yeah, well, that really means nothing to me at all, and you're nothing but a con man.
Oh, come on. So what if I lied to you? Didn't it feel good to be with me before you figured out the truth? Isn't that worth anything? How'd you even figure out that I was doing all of this to begin with, huh?
I mean, it really wasn't all that hard to pin down at all. You do realize that in my work as hiring manager, I have to be vigilant for all kinds of liars, right? Not only that, but you all but practically told me of what your plans were. But I guess you thought you'd have more time to get away with them. But you literally told me that you were planning to live off of all my money. And you know what the funny thing is? I would have let you if you didn't go and do this. But now that you've gone and ruined all that we had together, you're not going to get a single cent from me.
I don't get how you could do this to me. It doesn't make any sense. I never, ever want to see you again after this.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I've already called the police, and they should be on their way.
Wait, you mean you actually called the cops on me over this? Hold on a second. Why can I hear sirens coming down the street right now?
Oh, wow. They even put on the sirens for you. That's gotta make you feel kind of special, right? But then again, I guess you are in the middle of a failed robbery attempt right now, aren't you? But the police know exactly where to go to pick you up, so I wouldn't try to run. You'd only get in more trouble.
What's going on? How could you do this to me? I mean, you stabbed me in the back. You betrayed me.
I mean, you were already doing the same thing to me, and besides, it's not like you're not trying to rob me. You literally waited for a time that we would be apart to try and get into my safe and take the money out of it. You even admitted to as much in the very first messages that you sent me today.
But I didn't think that you'd go and run to the police about this. You weren't supposed to do that.
Why wouldn't I go to the police if someone were trying to rob me? You're doing something bad, so I call the cops. It's pretty simple, really. I imagine that if you were hearing the sirens a few minutes ago, though, they've probably got you surrounded by now.
So then, you mean, you really think that I might get arrested for this?
I mean, if the cops are there and they're surrounding you, I doubt it's because they want to throw you a surprise party.
This isn't funny. I have to get out of here. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to escape from this? You've got to help me, Laura. Haven't I been a good boyfriend to you?
You hardly ever did any work around the house despite always complaining about the hard work that you do. Your whole plan for our relationship was that you would just leech off my money while you wasted it all on alcohol and gambling. And even when I was paying you a little bit of money every single month, you were so ungrateful and said I wasn't giving you enough. So no, I wouldn't say that you were a big boyfriend even in the slightest.
But, I mean, I was dating you and you're in a wheelchair. Doesn't that count for anything at all? You have no idea what I've sacrificed not dating someone normal.
And that's another thing. You keep calling able-bodied people normal and act like you're some kind of saint for dating a woman in a wheelchair. It's obvious that the whole reason you targeted me for this scam of yours was because you thought that you'd be able to manipulate me.
Okay, fine, so what? Yeah, I thought you were going to be an easy mark because you're in a wheelchair. Man, I wish I could have stolen your money. It's not like you would have been able to chase after me.
I don't get why you don't just step outside the building and turn yourself in. You realize that you're only making things worse for yourself, don't you?
I don't care what you think. What do I possibly have to lose now? Besides, I haven't even really done anything when you think about it. All I did was open up a safe that you gave me the combination to, and all I found there was vegetables.
Yes, you're right. I suppose the most you could be charged for this is attempted robbery. But what about the deaf girl you were dating? I know all about what you did to her.
Wait, hold on a second. How did you find out about her?
Actually, a friend of mine who I told about our situation introduced me to your ex since she had a similar story. We talked and we realized we had both dated the same person and that you were never punished for what you did to her. So while I may not be able to get these charges to stick, I am sure that mine aren't the only ones that you'll be facing. Anyways, I'm sure the police are going to burst in there any minute, so enjoy jail.
Wait, but then, serious? Oh, crap. It's really, really bad. Things weren't supposed to happen this way.
After that, Dale tried to leap out the window to escape, but he was on the first floor and the building was already surrounded, so he only got in more trouble and was immediately captured. My friend Audrey took Dale's last victim, who she had introduced to me, down to the precinct to identify Dale as the man who had scammed her. Apparently, it was a very similar story where the two of them were about to get married. Then, on the day before their wedding, Dale disappeared with all of the poor woman's money. Thankfully, Dale wasn't able to get that far with me. Now he's awaiting trial for what he did to the two of us, and I am sure that he is going to get his just desserts soon enough. As for me, although I was in a bit of a shock from my experience and what Dale tried to do, I was just glad that we were able to stop him before he had a chance to escape. I know that it's going to take me a little bit of time to sort out my feelings about all of this, but I'm sure that I'll be fine in due time. And as long as I see Dale punished for the way that he tried to take advantage of differently abled women, then I think I will be able to rest easy knowing that he's been taken off the streets. Getting that kind of justice will certainly help me heal from this.
Hey, Nora. Hi, Maya. I'm actually surprised that you contacted me. Why are you surprised? I text you often. No, you don't. Last time you texted me was 4 months ago. Did something happen? Do you need my help with something? Nope. I just wanted to know if you heard about me getting married. Yeah, I did actually. Congratulations. I wish you the best. Oh, I just remembered that you were there at the cafe that I went to with a group of friends when I talked about it. Oh, never mind. Thanks. How about the wedding? Nope. Never heard or got told about it. Oh, great. I don't want you to come, so I just wanted to make sure. What? Why? You heard me. Don't think about coming, okay? If you come, the wedding will be ruined. Too bad you're going to miss out on my big wedding. It's going to be at the very expensive hotel, and a few celebrities will be there. My fiancé is pretty rich, so I wanted to make it fancy. Good for you. But what do you mean I'm not invited, though? Did I do something that will ruin the wedding? You have prosthetic legs. That's why. What does that have to do with ruining your wedding? I think you just have a problem with me, right? Maybe so. Listen, I just don't want a person like that to come to my wedding because it just looks weird. Looks weird? We are not different from other people. That's so rude. Are you realizing what you're saying right now? We have the same rights, feelings, and dreams just like everyone else. And deserves respect, not discrimination. Sorry, but that's just my opinion. Oh, I can't believe that you were this kind of person. You will regret what you said someday. Anyways, just wanted to say that I can walk by myself and walk better than you ever will. I went through hard rehab, and I'm proud of myself. So do not talk shit about having prosthetic legs. I will seriously punch you in the face if you do. Yeah, whatever. Sorry. But nothing will change, even though you just said that. So don't come, okay? I don't go places unless I'm invited, so don't worry about that. It's a promise. Okay. If you ruin my wedding, I will never forgive you. Yeah, okay. Hey, Curtis. I got your wedding invitation. This is, a speed marriage. I never met your fiancé because I never had the time. Sorry about that. Can I ask you something about it?
Oh, it came? Good to hear. You'll come, right? Please, don't tell me that you have plans that day. No worries. You sometimes go on business trips and work overtime, so I thought it would disturb you if I sent something. You're still in the Philippines now, right?
Yes. I should be home the day before the wedding. And don't have any plans that day, so I can go. Thanks for the thoughtfulness, but you could have sent me something like, hey, I got married, or something.
Great. I'll be so bummed if you can't come. Sorry. I thought you didn't want to hear anything stupid while you were working. Anyways, what do you need to know?
How is this stupid? You're getting married. Oh, can you tell me where your fiancé works?
Why do you want to know?
There's a person with the same name at my company, so I was just wondering if it's her.
Really? But it might be someone different because she should be working at an insurance company.
Then it must be someone else. Sorry for asking. I will try and see her at the company next week, just in case, though.
Yeah, if it's someone else, I'll be so surprised, because that'll mean that there's someone with the same name nearby.
True that. That never happened to me before, so it might be a funny experience. Maybe we should let them meet up. Anyways, I will be attending the wedding. I need to go see my little brother on his big day.
They can be enemies or besties. I'm so glad that you can come, Nora. I appreciate you and love you. You're the best sister in the whole world.
That's very sweet of you. But don't say that in person, because it's embarrassing, okay?
It's nothing embarrassing. I'll say that all day, every day. All I'm doing is expressing my feelings for you.
Thanks. Hey, just wondering if I won't be told that I'm not allowed to be at the wedding because I have prosthetic legs. I just want to make sure because there are still people who still discriminate me.
People who say that are shitty and have nothing to do. Who has the nerve to say something like that? At least I'm sure no one I know is that insane to say things like that. Do you have anyone in mind? If you do, I'll kick their ass.
Don't worry. I just wanted to ask you, even if there is someone, you don't need to know that much, you know?
If there's someone who makes fun of your prosthetic legs, I will never forgive that person. Let me know if something happens, okay?
I think I'll be able to handle it by myself.
Nora, you always handle everything by yourself. Please, let me help you.
Okay, thanks, Curtis. I will let you know. Looking forward to the wedding.
See you there. Have a safe flight back.
Nora, did you forget what I said about today? Maya, what the hell is wrong with you? Did you really need to attack me? You literally kicked me from the back. What the hell did I do? Why are you here? I specifically told you not to show up. I just asked you if you heard about the marriage and wedding. That's it. I never invited you. Why did you text me about it then? I want to brag about it to everybody because I'm in the middle of the happiest time of my life. Wow, you really are something. Can't even find a word. I never met a person like you before. I think the other reason why you attacked me was because you're pissed that we work at the same company, right? I was wondering because your last name is not that common. Yes. Why didn't you tell me that? I thought you knew because you always visit different departments to chat instead of working. I never saw you in the office. Plus, it's not chatting. I'm just talking with people about ideas for the project. That's because I really don't stay at the office that much. I need to visit a few clients every day. Are you sure about that? One of my friends who works at your department said that you only talk about nails, shopping, makeup, and even look at TikTok videos. It's not a place to socialize. You get paid. So you go outside almost every day? Well, that's not fair. I wish I can go outside too. Who said that, by the way? Hey, some people can get ideas from those topics. And also, I look at TikTok videos to think about marketing plans. Our job doesn't have anything to do with those topics. And what do you mean it's not fair? Do you want to experience my job once? It's not easy. Plus, you'll probably panic and say that you don't want to do it anymore. Plus, you just want to go outside to grab coffee or go shopping, right? There is no need to tell you who told me that. But you not arguing back means that it's true. That's not true. Anyways, please do me a favor and tell that person to watch out for me, because I will do something. Absolutely not. Stop making threats, and why don't you put that energy on your job instead? You know what? I don't want to talk about this now because my wedding is going to start in like 30 minutes and need to touch up on my makeup. And don't piss me off anymore because I break out easily. I went to a really expensive bridal aesthetic salon yesterday. When are you leaving? My plan was to break you after I attacked you and make you leave the wedding because you are just a waste of space. You also thought that you could come too just because I invited some of our colleagues, right? I will never break down because I'm mentally strong, unlike you. So your plan didn't work, and of course not. Do you want to know why I'm here? Yeah, whatever. I wonder why. Oh, I know. You just came to ruin the wedding because you're jealous, right? So that's why I attacked you before you did anything. Now you understand that you don't belong here. Go home, right now, or else I will kick you again. I'm not jealous at all, but okay then. Can I ask you to do me a favor? If you're leaving, sure. Say hi and congratulations to my little brother for me. I also have a gift that I want to give to you too. I left it on the table near the entrance. I don't want anything from you. Wait, little brother? Who? Curtis. You don't have to be so rude, you know. What? Curtis? You better stop lying. You're just saying that because you want to stay here, right? I'm not. You'll eventually know. I don't want to stay here any longer because of you. Plus, something is wrong with my prosthetic legs, so I will be going. Please do. Get the hell out. Bye. Enjoy your wedding. What do you want? You called me like 300 times. Stop blowing up my phone. You're wasting battery. Where are you? Can you come back? What are you talking about? You told me to go home, so I'm heading there, but slowly. I need you to come back right now, because if you don't, it's going to be a problem for me. It's not for me, so I won't go back. Let me guess. You're panicking because Curtis told you that I'm his sister, right? You probably thought that I was lying, but it's the truth, honey. Why didn't you tell me? I told you. You didn't listen or believed me. I'm listening now. Yeah, and it's too late. He will be furious if he finds out that you attacked me. Actually, if you're listening to me now, do you know why I got prosthetic legs? No, I don't. When Curtis was about 11, we almost got hit by a truck, and I saved him, resulting the tire to run over my legs, shattering it. So I needed to have both of them amputated. What? Seriously? Yes. Do you think you can still disrespect me now? I didn't know about this. Yeah, the reason he never talks about this is because he feels guilty about it. He tells me that he sometimes sees nightmares about this incident. Oh, so that's why he cries sometimes while sleeping. Oh, wait, he's so pissed at me. Of course, my brother and I have a stronger bond than you think. Why? How did he find out? Few people saw me kicking you. Not just few. Actually, a lot of people. You did it in the lobby. So there were guests there, so maybe someone from my family or friends let him know. Or maybe one of the colleagues. Lucky that you weren't caught by security. I didn't expect someone to see me. Do you not know what a lobby is? It's a big hall where people enter. I know what a hobby is. I'm not an idiot. I didn't think anyone was watching me since it was early. It doesn't matter if it was an early time or not. You're psycho to attack and kick out your fiance's sister. Curtis said the same thing to me. Am I the bad guy here? Of course. All I did was show up to my little brother's wedding, but you chose violence. Isn't that all, though? Excuse me? It's bad enough. Look, I will apologize about this. I'm so sorry, and it's from the bottom of my heart. Can you explain this situation to Curtis for me? He only listens to you. What situation? This. Can you tell him that I misunderstood something, but I apologize, so everything is okay now? Seriously? Do you think that I will forgive you? Come on, please. If you do, he will forgive me and marry me. You really only think about yourself, huh? Sorry, but I will tell him everything. You don't need to attack me like that, you know. Please, if you don't do anything, you might call off the wedding. So what? Doesn't matter to me. By the way, I learned something interesting about you. You lied to Curtis about your job, right? No, I didn't. Yes, you did. You told me that you've been working full-time at an insurance company for 3 years, but in reality, you're just a temp at our company and only been working for 3 months, right? So what? The fact that I work at a company is true, though. It is, but they are different industries. Plus 3 years and 3 months are totally different. You were pretending to be this elite, high-class woman, even if you're not. I had to, or else he wouldn't have married me. There were a lot of bitches who were going after him, so I wanted to win, which I did. It was the best feeling. You can't lie and marry someone. Sometimes you need to in order to win. Also, did you say that you won? So you married him because you won and not because you love him? No. That's not what I meant. I love him, okay? Speaking of Curtis, where is he? He's with me now. What? He's supposed to be with me. It's our wedding. He was very worried about me, so he looked for me. Anyways, he said that he's calling off the wedding because you lied to him and you hurt me. He's actually calling his family, relatives, and friends that the wedding is canceled. What? Call off the wedding? He would never do such a thing. He's serious. He also saw the whole conversation we just had. Oh my god. What should I do? Oh, please help me. Don't ask me, because there is nothing that I can do. I will file a police report on you, though. Wait, what? Hell no. I will not let you do that. I got attacked and got hurt. Don't tell me that you didn't do anything because there were witnesses. I will also claim damages for my prosthetic legs. Seriously? Aren't they expensive? Yes, they are. But you broke it, so it's your responsibility. It sounds like you don't have any savings, so I hope you don't end up in debt. I don't. So can you do something about this, please? I will do anything. Sorry, but there's nothing I can do. Pay for this and regret what you've done. I'm so screwed. My wedding got called off, and my parents will probably cut ties with me because they're pissed right now. And my colleagues will give me the cold shoulder from now on. Don't forget, might get fired or your contract won't be renewed. What? Seriously? Yeah, my friend who works at the HR just told me that. I can send you the text I got from her if you don't believe me. I'm so sorry for attacking you, breaking your prosthetic legs and making rude comments. I won't from now on. So can you forgive me? Can you talk to your friend and ask if it's okay for me to stay? Absolutely not. I will not forgive you whatsoever. My wedding is off, and Curtis just told me that I needed to pay for the cancellation fee. I'm also going to lose my job, too. Don't you feel bad for me? Nope. You deserve this. I am so glad that you're not going to be in our family. Curtis dodged a bullet. Thank God. Please don't say that, and help me. Why? We're colleagues, right? Yeah, and sorry, but I won't help a bitch like you. All I can say is good luck with everything like searching for jobs, partner, and paying off the debt. Also, I think the police should arrive there, so we will go back to the hotel to explain the whole thing. Don't ever think about taking back Curtis. Okay? Bye! Maya tried to reach out to me, but I blocked her. She was questioned by the police about the attack, and the cost of repairing the prosthetic leg was more expensive than she had imagined. As a result, she had to get in debt because she also needed to pay for the wedding cancellation fee. She felt awkward staying at the company, so she quit, and now lives in the middle of nowhere. I heard she is working long hours at her new company, but still is struggling to pay off the debt, so she tried to ask her parents, but they already cut ties with her, so she has nobody left. She lost her job, fiancé, and family, and is in despair, but this is all her fault. I hope she regrets everything and starts her life over.